Continue with that theme of gold and black. I'm gonna add on my Dehanche belt, and I'm gonna top it off with my new Dehanche belt. Love it. It's kind of one of those things where you just got something new in and you're trying to just like make it work. So what's up, YouTube? I'm Charmaine Jamil, and welcome to my channel where I serve up outfits, meals, and everyday moments. So today we are talking, and I wanted to share my new additions of 2 luxury items that I just purchased. Now, I am not new to the Dehanche, and I hope I'm saying that correctly because it is French, but it's the Dehanche brand, and they sell luxury belts. I came across this particular brand when I decided to kind of change up my algorithm on Instagram and really kind of expose myself to a lot of different influencers, content creators, where I could really expose myself to a lot of different brands that I normally would not come across. So when I'm really kind of purchasing clothes, I really like to keep my clothes purchases within the realm of anything that is accessible, really kind of better quality at like a premium rate. So for example, I really like to purchase clothes from Banana Republic. I like Gap jeans. I stick to Veronica Beard. Maybe if I'm like on the real and I get quality clothes that from Joseph, but at a very low price point because it's resale on the real. So as far as clothing wise, because like this top is Veronica Beard. But as far as clothing wise, I like quality clothes, but I'm not going to really just like shell out top dollar, a lot of money for clothes, because it just really depends with me. Sometimes I'm skinny, sometimes I'm not. And just to kind of go up and down, that's why I really don't invest like that much money as far as buying like luxury clothing items. However, what I do like to make sure that I'm buying quality is in the accessories that I choose, the handbags that I wear, and especially the shoes that I purchase. Now, they may not all be luxury, but that is where I don't mind spending money. And Dehanche is one of those brands where I don't mind spending the money, but I've never purchased a belt full price. Now, that's one thing that's going to stay the same with me. I don't care what brand it is. The first thing I'm going to do when I get on your website, I'm going to the sale. I'm going to the sale section, or even better, if you have a final sale section, that's where I'm going, because that's what I'm going to make work. And essentially, that's how I've created a collection of Dehanche belts, because I have looked on the final sale and when they are having a sale. One thing that I do know about Dehanche is that if you purchase 2 or more belts at a time from them, they will give you a discount automatically of an additional 15% off on top of if they are giving like a 15% off final sale or whatever the discounted rate of the belt is. So essentially, that's really how I was able to score so many, and I won't even say so many, I only have 9, but they're just really great 9 quality belts. They're handcrafted, handmade in Italy. And I can assure you and attest that these belts are absolutely beautiful. But most times when you come across something that is absolutely beautiful like these belts, they come with a premium price. But again, I don't care. I'm not paying full price. I really feel like there is always a way to get around where you don't have to pay full price. Now, one thing that I am very good at is really just kind of waiting out to see what the sale is. So these are the 2 new belts that I just got in. And I have been looking at this belt, this particular belt, for the longest time. Now, this one was probably the most expensive belt. But let me tell you something. If you ever see me showing you anything luxury on my channel, that's because I have sold something on Poshmark, sold a couple of things, and was at least able to get half of the money to purchase whatever the item is. Because again, like I said, I'm not paying full price for a specific item. But this is the belt that I just got in from Dehanche, and it is absolutely gorgeous. So essentially what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw up some videos of how I'm styling these particular belts. But look at that. That is so gorgeous. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Now, so I got this 2-piece set here from the Real. It's a top and skirt set by Joseph. And pretty cheap. I think I paid $27 for the skirt and $39 for the top. If you know how like the Real prices are, they're kind of like all over the place, but they didn't come together. I actually matched them together as I was just kind of looking through what they had. So I was able to get this really cute set, Midas belt with it. And that's why I said, one thing about the Dehanche belts, they are so top tier in quality that really, if you just want to kind of do something kind of plain, monochrome, not too much, not with a lot of pattern, and allow the belt to do a lot of the styling for you, I feel like this is so grand, so rich. It looks so good. So really, I could pop on any one of these belts with this particular two-piece set and it would go. This particular belt here is called their Midas Black and Gold belt. The regular price for this that they have on their website right now is $472. Now, I did not purchase this belt for $472. I actually waited until it was a specific quantity where it was starting to go final sale. And then once it went final sale, they offered an additional 15% off the belt. So I was able to get the belt for $325, but like I said, I had sold some things on Poshmark where I could pay for at least half of the belt, and then I just had to front the other half of the belt. And that's how I'm able to afford all of my luxury items, because I just believe in recycling your closet. There is always money just sitting in your closet, especially if you're taking care of your items. Do not sit and just give that stuff to like Goodwill or away. Set up those accounts where you can do secondhand, where you can sell like on the Real or Poshmark or Vestiaire Collective. I sell a lot of items on those particular platforms, and that's how I'm able to kind of recycle my closet and buy these particular items. But this was one of the belts that I just got in. And this is in a size medium. Think about sizing for Dehanche. You really want to make sure that you are looking at the size guide, knowing what your particular sizing is. I'm wanting to wear a belt that's like in my midsection, but also wearing a blazer, but want to feel like I'm very like cinched in. I'll get a size medium in those particular belts. The next belt that I added, and because I bought two belts at a time, I was able to get an additional 15% off of the belts. But I was in love with this particular ostrich belt here. Now, the thing about this one, I kind of messed it up a little bit because for some odd apparent reason, I thought I was ordering a medium, and I guess I just did not pay attention when I checked out. And this was a final sale belt, but I ended up getting a small, and the small is exactly what it says. It is a very small belt. So I can't wear this one around my waist per se, but if I have on like a collar shirt and I'm wanting to do more of like a midsection belt, not necessarily wearing a blazer, I can still wear this because this is one of the new blazers that I just got from Calvin Klein. They had a sale going on where you could get like an additional, I believe at the time when I purchased it was like 30% off. So I was able to kind of get this really cute blazer for $30. See, that's what I'm talking about. And I really like it because it has like a jersey. It's like a jersey material, but still gives it a really nice, sophisticated look. So if I'm thinking about styling this, I added on my little feather, but I was kind of thinking about going this route with the ostrich. Now, as far as the ostrich belt, Dehanche belt is concerned, I cannot wear it around my waist because it's a small. However, I can give these bobs right here and give it one of these, and I think that is so stylish. And it looks very kind of like dressed down, very classic, and that's the vibe I like to go for as far as that's concerned. I probably don't even need the feather. I could probably just let the belt do a lot of the styling, but that's kind of what I mean when I say, you know, just kind of keep it simple and then allow the belt to do a lot of the styling. Because I could literally put on any belt with this and it would still look nice. My feelings were so hurt when it came, and I was like, oh my gosh, I had to go back and check myself, because I was like, there's no way I could have ordered a small, because their smalls are very petite. But I'll still be able to, you know, wear it. I just essentially cannot wear it with like around my waist. But this one was so beautiful because it does have the ostrich. It is ostrich. This is basically their signature belt, what they call the hollyhock belt, where it has the multiple loops, at least 5 of those loops there, along with the tip on the belt. These are my 2 new additions that I just recently got. Another signature Dehanche belt that I absolutely love. So this is what Dehanche calls their Tetra belt. I actually have this belt in 2 different colors. So I have this in black here, but I also have it in a cream color. And the thing about it is I actually have not worn the cream color. And I want to say like the only reason that I actually got the cream color is because I want to say it was like during Christmas time, this past Christmas, they had a really great sale going on, and I was able to get this belt for like $100. So I have these 2 belts, and I'm really not big on purchasing things like the same belt or the same item just in a different color. Like, I don't technically kind of need that in my closet, but I thought these were such a good deal, and they are such beautiful belts. I just went ahead and purchased 2 of them. And that's one thing I really kind of like about Dehanche, because a lot of times you're like, well, I already have like a black and gold belt. However, these are 2 different vibes. You see what I'm saying? Like, they're 2 different vibes, and I don't feel bad for having 2, and honestly, I have more than 2, but because it's a different style. I don't mind buying a similar color combination if it is going to give a totally different style, a totally different vibe. And these 2 belts definitely give different vibes for that. So I have that Tetra style, and these 2 belts are in a size medium. I also have the Hollyhock Dehanche belt in this burgundy kind of croc embossed belt. This is also one of my favorite belts to wear, where it has like the tip there. This is also another one of my absolute favorite belts. I got this belt for a really good deal. I got this belt actually in a size, I think this is an extra large here, but I wear this definitely around my waist. I am pretty kind of like flexible in the sizing because I wear them differently. This one, I definitely wear it like within my jeans in the belt loops, but I also can wear it like cinched in on my waist because of the way the belt is very flexible and loose and suede. It doesn't mind, I don't mind if it like kind of hangs. But Dehanche, in my opinion, as far as sizing, runs a bit small. That's why when I got the small, I was really upset with myself. But I still can work with it. I just can't ever wear that belt around my waist because I've never had that small of a waist. But this is a style here that I have. The Revenge Chocolate Suede. But I was able to get this belt also fairly cheap because for regular price, it's like $500. But I just waited until it went on sale, until it went on final sale, and then got the additional 15% off. So I was able to kind of get this belt for like I think it was like the high 2s. I thought it was a really good deal. But again, I sold some stuff on Poshmark, sold some stuff online, and at least was just able to fund half of the belt. So I really hope you enjoyed this video this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Peace.